That couldn't have been timed more perfect.
No joke.
It's almost like we set it up that way. I tell you, I loved hearing those ambassador stories. And, you know, we were talking backstage, and, you know, Cindy Pentecost said, you know, it's not easy becoming an ambassador. And it's not, but it's possible. It's absolutely possible with a lot of hard work. But it's even more not easy sometimes when you're married. Even more not easy when you got kids. Can you feel me?
Can you feel me?
Crazy out there. So this next segment, I'm really excited. Give a big round of applause to my beautiful wife, Tiffany, Ambassador Diamonds, Debbie and Dave Sasek, Danielle and Drew Mahar. Who else we got? Rhonda and Ray Hartman, and Mackenzie and Stephen Shaw. Tiff, how you doing out there?
You know, Mike and I are so excited to do this panel today. You know, marriage is something that Mike and I, we just hold it so dear, and we think, you know, it's so important and we value it so much. And here at It Works, we value it as well. So we just thought this was the perfect panel for the perfect weekend, right? Yes. You know, strong marriages build strong companies. And here at It Works, we've got a really strong company, and we want to build and keep strong marriages along the way. You know, sometimes here we have role reversals, right? Yeah, I mean, we have role reversals and strong personalities that we all want to win, right? We want to win, and sometimes the marriage struggles along the way, but we don't want that. So today, we're going to pull back the curtain. We've got 4 couples here that are going to be upfront, honest, and they're going to tell you about the struggles, but the successes that they've had, and It Works with their marriage and with their company and working together. So.
All right. Well, you know, we call this section Conscious Coupling. And, you know, we use that because sometimes I don't think people think they actually have to try to have a good marriage, especially when you throw the business into it. So we want you to hear from these couples. They're going to share some awesome stories about some of the pitfalls that they had. We heard one time, a wise person learns from his own mistakes. A really wise person learns from the mistakes of others. So what we want to do is have a lot of fun, share some stories, and hopefully allow you to miss some of the potholes that they've hit. You know, and sometimes hit hard. And, you know, I heard something the other day, and Tiff had shared it with me. We were talking to a couple DTs, and one of the ladies said, you know, I've not seen my husband in like 3 months, and she kind of laughed about it. And I'm like, that's not something to be proud about, right? I mean, you know what? Hey, we said we're going to get real with you today. But, you know, you think about that, and sometimes you got to make time to date your spouse again. This business is extremely important, and it can change your life. But if you want it to change your legacy, you got to invest in your family. And, you know, what pumps us up, a lot of times people look online and they'll see the Mahars looking all perfect. And, you know, Rhonda's 20 years old and she's just awesome. And, you know, these awesome adventures going on. People think that Tiff and I have this perfect life. You know, we were up 3 times last night with our 5-month-old. These bags, I've earned them, okay? You know, when you have kids, when you have a spouse, it can get a little crazy. So Tiff, let's kick this off and let's get into this.
That's right. So I'm going to go to Dave first. So Dave, you know, you and Debbie, you guys have been married for a long time, right?
Yes, very long time.
And you've been working, it works together as a team for a long time. So Dave and Debbie, they had role reversals in the beginning. So what I want to do is I want you guys to share with the crowd about how this role reversal worked and how you guys made your way through it and came out successful.
Well, you're right. You know, the phrase for us and where we found ourselves in our life and our business, it was a role reversal, because previous to Works, Debbie was a realtor and I had my own business for 15 years at that time, and I was in charge of what I did with my business. Debbie did her business the same way, and so when we merged and we decided that we were going to make this It Works opportunity something that could change our lives and really go after it, we had some conflicts on how, you know, things should be done as far as running the business, and so that role reversal.
Like what?
Well, just things like, you know, and that's a good question. There's a number of different things. How we should brand ourselves, you know, that was a big one at the time. You know, which direction that we should go as far as you know, the parties and how many a week, and you know, who's going to take care of the kids, who's going to run the errands, who's going to do the shopping, who's going to do the laundry, who's going to take care of the house. Those types of the things, along with the finances. And at that time, we were struggling. You know, things weren't as good as they are as they are now. That's for sure.
All right, so Debbie, is that how it really happened?
It's funny, our kids don't remember me in the kitchen. I did it the first 18 years, and now they think Dad's just the chef.
I like it. So you guys came from, you know, traditional businesses, owned a business, you were real estate, you know, you guys got kids, you have 3 kids, right? You have 2 boys and a girl. So you come into this business, what was it like, you know, from, you know, after the business was over? Did it ever stop? Did you feel like it was constant? Did you guys have issues?
You know, Mike, it had to be constant at first because, you know, we hit that 2006, 2008 economy crash. And for us, we were trying to stay above water. So for us, we just put the pedal to the metal. Things were so different back at that time as far as, you know, there wasn't wrap rewards. So if I sold a house, you know, it was a lot of money, and I sold wraps and it was not the same. So we, you know, we had to just, you know, put the force on.
And how the kids feel about that? I mean, you had 3 kids at home, right?
Yeah, luckily the timing for that was they were all starting high school and real involved with sports, so you know they're wanting their independence at that point. So that was good.
Did they know what was going on?
Oh yeah. I mean it was tough. I mean our income shut off. 2 of us, not just one income, both of ours. So it was scary days.
Tensions were definitely high in that household for a while, right?
Very. I mean I remember one Christmas that, you know, we were not able to go. We usually were on the road and would visit family, and we stayed home, and they knew there was going to be one gift, and it was tough. But, you know, you always look at how grateful we are for everything we have. We had a house, we had water, food, the essentials.
Well, okay, so Danielle, and your story's pretty interesting because it's a little different than a lot of our stories out there right now. See, Drew was already involved in direct sales. And he was kind of the one that saw the vision here at It Works and kind of pushed Danielle. But the good part about, I think that's really interesting about your guys' story is that they're almost interchangeable as far as the business is concerned and as far as the family's concerned. So whatever needs to be picked up or done, they just switch out. It doesn't matter who does it, that's how they do it. So tell us about like your roles and, you know, how you guys stay strong as a team, as a family, with 4 kids.
So, Drew was the dreamer and the visionary, and I was more of the, I don't know if I say more grounded, go to school, become a nurse, have a career, and I just didn't believe that a life like this existed, and he just kept pursuing it and fell in love with the industry and the lifestyle, I think, that he could offer to his family. And I just didn't see that. So if I was the skeptic husband, this girl right here. And I don't know, all of a sudden when it kind of became my idea, I saw before and afters, and I'm like, I was scared to say, hey babe, can I do this? Because I've been shooting his businesses down. And all of a sudden, since it was my idea, it was genius. And he was just on board from day one, so much to the fact where I was like, okay baby, get out of my business. And instead, we just decided to find our roles in it. And like Tiffany said, I'll let Drew add to that, of our roles at home with the 4 kiddos.
I think it's just, you know, you're running a house together, it's a partnership, you're a husband and wife, things just have to get done. It doesn't matter how, we need to grow our business, we need to take care of the family. So yeah, I know obviously 2's better than 1, and we definitely have the struggles and the arguments and like, hey, I have a call, but I have a call at 5. Well, I gotta talk to this potential, you know, like, so we battle sometimes with scheduling still, but just working it together and just taking care of stuff just to get it done.
All right, so let me ask this question. And you guys are